Yo, 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 what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And we got to talk about a serious topic. But before we get to that, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Yo, but we got an issue. We got an issue on social media where you got paperwork been floating around on Ralo. Paperwork been floating around on Big Meech. And I think social media is confused, or the world is confused as to who is really validated when it come down to reading paperwork and who not. Yo, I have seen people in the last couple days vouch for 1090 Jake, who was a certified rat. 1090 Jake and his YouTube videos and his going up on the news caused so much problems for the Florida penitentiary system. If you don't believe me, check out my man Byron Blake. He's doing great work over there. And then you got people vouching for WAC 100. WAC 100 is a Fed agent, allegedly. WAC 100 has a lot of mystery in its history. You understand what I'm saying? WAC 100 a while ago did an interview with Bomb First, where he talked about the whole thing with Stutterbox. And in that interview, WAC 100 said that he was the target of the investigation. But when Stutterbox linked him up with the DEA agent or whatever agent that was, the agent had questions about Suge Knight and kilograms. Now, WAC 100 said he got out of there. But the biggest question with that is, if you was the target of the investigation, which we all know he wasn't, because WAC 100 also talked about on Clubhouse the same situation. And he said that Death Row, Suge Knight was the target of the investigation. And I believe that to be true, because if he was the target of that investigation, when he had that sit down with the federal agent, why did they ask you about Suge Knight? Why did they ask you about Death Row? Now, I believe, based off of what WAC 100 is saying, because you got to pay attention to what these guys are really saying, not their words. You understand? A lot of these guys are good with trickery. They're good with manipulation, so they know how to twist words in their favor. But if you pay close attention to what happened with that whole Stutterbox situation, Stutterbox was working on a case. Stutterbox had a connection to WAC 100 because he was his next door neighbor. So what the feds did was, at the time, they was investigating Death Row for criminality. If you don't know anything about Death Row and the whole taking down of Suge Knight, there was informants in his camp. And what the feds did, or the LAPD did in that situation, was they used, or they tried to use, and I think they did, use WAC 100 to get close to Suge Knight, to get an inside scoop of what was going on in Death Row. It had nothing to do with WAC 100. WAC 100 was not the target of that investigation. WAC 100 house got raided. These is his words. They found a firearm. What happened to the case? Case disappeared. WAC 100 needs the answer to that before he speak on anybody else's case. What happened with that case, WAC 100, when Greg Caton ran in your house and they found a firearm? Now, WAC 100 say, well, at the time I was living in multiple different places. Yo, that means absolutely nothing. You are a felon in a house that has a firearm in it, and this house is registered to you. It don't matter if this is your main residency or not. But he ducked and dodged that case. Then, in that same situation, he proceeds to talk about how he freed the Crips because Greg Caton owed him a favor. Yo, I have never been owed a favor by any law enforcement. I don't even understand how do you even get those type of favors. And then you factor in his connection to Reggie White. Reggie White connection to Greg Caton. How is this happening? How is WAC 100 cool with Reggie White and Reggie White is cool with Greg Caton? Greg Caton investigated through WAC 100 Death Row, but y'all are cool now. WAC 100 got some explaining to do. But this video ain't about WAC 100, y'all. This video is about Ralo and Doonki Wild. Because, one of the worst things you can do, right? And I've seen this done before. I done had it done to me. Where a person, a rat, but they don't want to take accountability. So they want to put it on you. And that is a dirty tactic. I don't respect nothing about it. I think most people by now realize that Ralo ain't right. The Big Fact interview got taken down. But Ralo decides to go on another press front. And this goes into exactly what I was saying, where Ralo goes up to DJ Academics, who's a civilian, don't know nothing about paperwork, never been incarcerated, never been through an investigation. So why would you take paperwork to DJ Academics? You know why? Because DJ Academics is easily fooled. He can tell DJ Academics anything. And a lot of these guys take paperwork like 1090 Jake did to clear Ralo name back in the day. He took payment. That's what I meant, not paperwork, but payment. These guys will take payment to lie. Well, on Keep It G News, y'all, we focus on the truth. We ain't doing no lying. We calling it how it is. It don't matter if it's Boosie, Ralo, Big Meech, Whack 100. We all calling it down the middle. That's how we operate over here. I think that's how everybody should operate, because I'm sick and tired of the people being lied to. And we being lied to at alarming rates from a multitude of different people. Ralo was one of them. So like I said, Ralo went up to DJ Academics and tried to explain this paperwork situation. I want y'all to listen to what he had to say.
I know everybody stopped talking.
I want to read that.
Okay.
So the profit actually happened on June 6th. I want you to read it to the world so they can hear it.
All right, so it says reference is made to the form, the information given by Davis to be deemed chicanery.
Chicanery.
Right. Chicanery. I can't.
If you can Google that word, chicanery.
Yeah.
I can Google it.
Yeah.
Spell it for
CHICANERY. I think it means bullshit, right?
I want her to say it, because I don't want them to think we...
Okay, so basically it says the information that the play you tried to do, they've realized is some BS. You're trying to run a trick on them, and they've figured it out, right? DEA search of FBI database for both subjects mentioned in the above proffer remains unknown. Surveillance was established off information given to both agents at both locations, and both stash houses was discovered abandoned. Then the next thing says ASAC authorization was requested for pen register, trap and trace, and enhanced caller identification device. Damn, this is some real fed shit right here. Jesus Christ. To the following number, blah, blah, utilized by Davis. To date, no information has been received on subjects mentioned. Similarly, the facts set forth above show that reasonable ground does not exist to grant Davis information to be truthful. So, I could interpret that.
That's the next page.
Well, they're basically setting up saying you a lying ass nigga. Right? As required by 18 USC, applicant hereby certifies that the information obtained from the pen trap device was irrelevant to any criminal investigation conducted by the agency. By the way, this is DA. Specifically, the information given did not help the United States. That's the exonerating line, right? Specifically, the information given did not help the United States to identify nor locate the individuals mentioned in the illegal narcotics trafficking described above. I'll continue reading the rest, but I'll stop it there because we're gonna get to and I seen and I think I even defended you. I said, listen, I could understand being in a boxing, feeling like you stood tall, and then people saying you're the snitch.
Right.
And when you came out, I could tell you wanted everyone who put that out there to not only be as loud with the apology, but to have some accountability to that, right? That line is, and by the way, we have the official paperwork here. That line would tell me, it basically means you did not help with the investigation of anybody.
Right.
And if anything, you just lied to these motherfuckers, right? The facts in this information given from my personal observation and my training experience and the information obtained from Davis. And by the way, this report I would think would tell them that they can't give you no deal because you're hindering the process more than you're trying to help them, right? My training experience and the information obtained from Davis, having read and considered through this federal criminal investigation conducted by the FBI, it lacks credibility. Davis said his plug, aka his drug supplier, was dead, which led him into drug trafficking marijuana on 2 separate occasions, 16th of October 2017, then October 26th of 2017, a Federal Bureau of Investigation confidential human source purchased heroin inside Pakistan from a known fam goon. During the sale of the heroin, the confidential source was told the heroin came from Davis. So there was somebody telling on you.
Right. It was a lot of people telling on me. I got their documentation. I just ain't never put that out there.
So how do you feel when people then say you told? When you have the actual paperwork that's saying,
I mean, people put that paperwork, like my co-defendants and stuff have put that documentation out. You smell me? But nobody just refused to read it. Niggas like, you shouldn't even went in that room playing with them folks. You smell me? Niggas like, you should never made it juicy for them at all. You smell me?
that's what I hear, right? So I hear some people who are saying, well, maybe we don't got the paperwork on who because these days they'll be like, yeah, we don't got the paperwork on who he told on. We might not know who he told on, but the mere fact that he even talked to them people, that's telling.
Right.
There's some people that go with that narrative.
I don't understand that. Like, I always lied to the police. Like, even if I get pulled over for a fucking ticket, I'm trying to figure out, like, I wasn't speeding. You can have a girl to say you were going 70 miles.
You're going 85 right here. What's up?
Nah, man, that shit. Nah, I was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been that. Like, I don't understand why people, like, even when Jay was right there, I tell her, please, like, read the whole thing. Like, don't just read one page. You telling me, okay, I went in here on page 8. You saying I went in this motherfucker and information was given, right? On June 6th of 2018, which was 7 years ago, right? Now read the rest. Nah, I just want to worry about it. We trying to worry about page 8. Nah, read the whole motherfucking thing, because we all know some things can start bad and end well. You smell me?
By the way, I'll read this last part too. It says, through my training experience and education, I've become familiar with the manner in which members of criminal enterprises communicate to use trickery, schemes to downplay their roles in crimes. Mr. Davis refused to answer questions on or about April 17th, 2018, after being found in the cargo bay of the airplane with the product marijuana on board. So once again, they're basically saying that even when they caught you with it, it's surrounding you refuse to give any information about it.
Y'all, one of the worst things you can do to a person is play with their intelligence. You know the saying, you don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining? Like, yo, that is aggravating, frustrating. And I wasn't even going to watch this video because I knew that's how he carried it. And I know what he did. So it's like, I ain't really in the business of being lied to, especially when I know the truth, because I looked into the case. I did videos on it. I know the truth. But Ralo continuously plays in people's face. He continuously tries to manipulate. He continuously tries to control the narrative. And he's doing all of that. But all he has to really do is accept accountability. Terrence did it. Trenches News accepted accountability. Those guys are rats. They own it. But with Ralo, I think Ralo been able to wiggle out of situations for so long and been able to manipulate his way through certain situations that he think that this is the same. But let me tell Ralo something different that was going on back then than what's going on now. Now we got Keep It G News. And I can read the hell out some paperwork. I done been in trouble with my own life. And you ain't gonna fucking pour no water on my eyes. You understand what I'm saying? Because I can see through the bullshit. I know these guys lie. I know these guys fake. And I know that they will tell you anything if it fit their narrative. But Ralo talks to DJ Academics, and DJ Academics is kind of like vouching for Ralo, like DJ Academics is credible. So you got two uncredible people having a conversation about paperwork, and you got people in the comments saying, I knew he was a real one, not knowing that ain't none of them guys right. Academics included. Now, Academics probably does great work when it comes down to music, because he's an insider. But when you step into this paperwork lane and this street lane, that he's way out of bounds. Flag on the play. You understand? But the reason why I brought Wack 100 into this equation is because Wack 100 had a conversation with Doonki Wild. This is maybe 2-3 months ago. And I ain't like nothing about the conversation. I think that Wack 100 set Doonki Wild up for Ralo.
like that, bro? Why you come up here lying to us, bro?
By
What
what?
happened, Ghost? What you got?
Why you come up here telling us you ain't did no telling, man?
I don't
Oh
tell.
no!
I don't
You
do no
got the
telling, bro.
paperwork?
You know we the exposers, right?
Whoa!
You know
That's
that's
what.
the
Send it to
name of
me,
the
Make
show,
it.
Ghost.
right?
Hey, I don't give a fuck what you do. You
You know
hear
I
me?
Give
got
a
your
fuck.
you know I got
I
your
don't give a
paperwork.
fuck.
You ain't
Long
got nothing on
tail,
me.
Mr.
You ain't
Long
got nothing on
Hold
me.
Tail.
on, don't
You
run.
ain't got nothing on
Don't
me.
run. The
Hold on. You
Perfect.
ain't got
exposers
nothing
in the
on me.
building. Don't
Told you
Nigga,
run.
I'm
Ghost,
standing
send
in
it.
there
Wax,
on
check your
nigga.
Send it,
phone.
Ghost.
20
Send
minutes
it.
ago. Go ahead, Ghost.
Just
Do your
don't edit
thing.
this shit, nigga. Nigga, y'all niggas, hey
Ain't
man, stop
nobody
reading.
editing nothing.
Y'all nigga
You
editing shit, man.
homosexual.
Y'all
No,
nigga,
no, no.
man, stop playing, man.
Yo, Dookie
It's
Wild.
live.
Hey,
It's
What we
prime
got,
time.
hey,
Ghost?
You on that summer jam screen. Go ahead, Ghost.
Check your phone, Wax.
hey
Federal
man,
Bureau.
y'all
Oh,
pitiful, bro. Yeah, y'all nigga read some concocted shit. Y'all pitiful, bro. I sure you never got
oh
away with y'all
no.
whole ass nigga, bro.
Crawford, wait. Listen, bro. Crawford with Randall
Send it to me,
Smoot.
Ghost.
That's not my
Wait.
name. That's not my
Huh?
name. That's not my
AKA
name.
Doonki.
That's not my name. That's not my name. That's
5'9",
not my name.
2018.
That's not my name.
It
Donkey,
ain't my
What?
name.
stop.
It ain't my
That's not my
name. It
The
name.
ain't my
cat's
That's
out
not
the
my
name.
bag,
name.
Donkey. The cat is out the
Hey man,
bag, man.
only cat
You
out the
know
bag
Show
is
Enough?
man. That you
Yo,
niggas some
look.
whole ass niggas, man.
Doonki, do you know Show Enough?
Man, man, what y'all? Who you with, bro? Don't do, man, you the federal reform?
All right, well, let me
Why you
read.
ask me the right
Bro, I ain't got no,
Sound like you,
I ain't got
bro.
no dog in the
Sound
fight.
like you, bro.
Man, they
I
always
have no
saying y'all
dog in the
niggas
fight.
whack. They
Federal
always saying
Bureau
you
of
a federal.
Investigation.
Hey, whack. They
Date
always saying whack. They
520.
always whack. They always saying you a federal
Randall
informant, bro.
Smoot. Date of
Whack. They
birth
always saying,
Oh, now
bro.
they
They
gonna say,
always saying,
2692. That's you, right?
congratulations.
no, that's not me, bro.
That is you.
That's not me,
Was
bro.
interviewed under the conditions of a proffer at the
That's not me,
Coleman
bro.
County. Wait, hold on. At the Coleman County, Alabama
Man,
Sheriff Office.
I
Located.
don't
That's
know what
what
you're
you
talking about.
said.
That's what
You
he
I
said
said
they
don't.
took.
earlier.
That's what you said. Located at
I don't.
1910 Beach
Uh,
Avenue.
I don't know
Law
what you're talking about,
enforcement
bro.
present during this interview with
I
Task
don't
Force
know,
Agent
bro.
Robert
Bro,
Cunningham, Eric Long, and
no.
ATF Firearms Special Agent Brian Vessel, and Casey
Yeah.
Smith.
Man,
Snooch,
all that shit made
wait.
up.
Hold
All that
on,
shit
bro.
made up.
Look,
Let me
chill
read
out.
yours. They got
Look,
whack 100.
look,
They got whack
look.
100. Whack
Snooch
100 is a
attorney,
whack 100
hold
is a
on.
social
Doing
media
too much. Doing
police.
too
Listen,
Hold
Whack
listen,
on.
100.
bro.
Whack 100
Smooth
is a social
attorney,
media. Whack
Rolando
100.
Rankin was
Whack
present.
100.
Now
Whack
hold
100 is
on.
a
And look, all that's cool. Bro, you told us that your attorney was present. You said all this. This proper paperwork that says you told states that your attorney was present. Matter of fact, let me send this to the queen so she can put this first page
Oh,
up. Because this
oh
first
my
page is
God.
very important. You said all this.
The whole story
We
earlier.
ain't asked you for none of this. You said your attorney was present and all that.
We
R&B,
just
put
listen.
that first page up.
Flies on the wall.
Where you go? Doonki. There you go.
So Donkey Wild went on Whack 100 show to clear his name, tell the truth. But what Donkey Wild failed to recognize was Whack 100 loves rats. He's a snitch sympathizer. This is the same guy that did work with Takashi 69. This is the same guy that did work with Troy Ave. These are two known rats. And he likes Ralo. Ralo is this guy. And I don't think Doonki Wild coming out of the federal penitentiary recognized that. I think at this time he was just trying to get the clout. He was trying to go to the person who he thought can get his message out there. Meanwhile, Whack 100 and the rest of them clowns in the circus backdoored him. I don't respect nothing about it. Because in this sense, they took the side of a rat over somebody that was substantial, and they tried to make Doonki Wild look like a rat when I don't think Doonki Wild told on anybody. Because Doonki Wild, even though him and Ralo got arrested, he is not a co-defendant in this case because he didn't have anything to do with the marijuana business. He didn't have anything to do with what Ralo had going on. Doonki Wild actually got arrested and caught time on a firearms charge. He got a whole different case number. But Doonki Wild is also on an interview run trying to clear his name and get the truth out there. And he sat down with a guy, I think his name Ty Duncan. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Y'all can check out the whole interview if you haven't already seen it. And I tend to side with Doonki Wild's version of events of how everything went down.
Or it is on the line. That's his paperwork.
At the top or the bottom?
At the top.
Mr. Davis provided information to the government, and it's my belief or our position that Mr. Steele and Mr. Davis want the fact kept out of public's knowledge on June 6th.
Alright then, that's the same thing Jade read. That's the same paperwork Jade got. You know what I'm saying? One of his co-defendants gave me this. Alright, now this page 12 that he kept telling them to look at. Why would you want to go to page 12? Then he sounded so stupid. Kept on up to something. I made a profit. If you made a profit, you told.
So
I don't give a fuck if you went in there and said a lie. You kept it. That's how you went in there and said a lie. Ain't nobody get locked up off you. Sean locked up. Nigga motherfucking Manu got locked up behind this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the Mexicans got locked up behind this shit. See, niggas, you know, you could fucking tell on the Mexicans that shit ain't gonna get back to the black community. And the Mexicans tell on the blacks that shit ain't gonna get back to the Mexican community. So it just be like a motherfucking a two-way street. You do this to me, and ain't nobody gonna know I do this to you. Ain't nobody know, cause we two motherfucking different races.
Yeah.
We live two different lifestyles. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, some Mexicans got locked up. Lil Sean Sean got locked up. And Manu got jammed up off the shit that he said. Then niggas don't even be knowing Fam Goon Ziggy. He was just at Coleman one with me. You know what I'm saying? He let me read some more paperwork where he went down there. I seen the shit, man. On my mom, man, I'm telling you, man, for all Fam Goon Ziggy, man, if I can get in touch with Fam Goon Ziggy, bro, and tell him to send me that paperwork, bro. He in the shoe right now. He find some cases in the shoe. He just got fucked up in the feds for doing somebody sent through some paperwork that ain't was right. You know what I'm saying? They got him under investigation, so I don't know how his situation going right now. He still may be in the shoe. But when I left, he was in the shoe. But the paperwork that Ziggy showed me, Ralo was telling from when Fam America was not even Fam America, it was called something else. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about how he was talking about everything, bro. Like, man, yeah, them people ain't playing. Them people, that boy really, man, them people came and told me, I don't know why you don't want to talk. Ralo love to talk. We go have long conversations with him. I'm like, oh yeah. He like, yeah, he love to talk. Like, he's one of our biggest talk. He love to talk. Like, yeah, we have long conversations with him. I don't know why you don't want to say nothing. They always putting everything on you. You know what I'm saying? All the murder. People came and question me about murders and shit that I don't even know about, man. Like, who is him? Like, what was that? I don't know. Nothing about no murder. I was way in California with Bun B smoking purple all that morning. Like, who? Like, you feel me?
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you think he was telling before y'all even met?
Yeah, because check this though. He always wiggling out of shit. Yo, you couldn't wiggle out of this one because one thing about a returnable bond, you gotta be engaged some people up.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Or your ass in the return, they gonna be right back on your ass like tight ass pain. Yeah. And that's what that shit was, cause I didn't even know that he got caught with a kilo of cocaine.
Oh,
You know
for
what I'm
real?
saying? Yeah, I seen that on one of the documentaries. He got caught with a kilo of cocaine. I didn't even know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't have been around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what the fuck that case is. Why ain't never say that about that? Then if you go look at the point system in the feds, you doing interstate commerce, you motherfucking flying pounds from here to there. You got guns. That's a 924C right there, let alone. So your statutory minimum is 10 years. How the fuck you get under that? You got 96 months. I got 92. You dig what I'm saying? You sit in holding facility like 4-5 years out there flat. You know what I'm saying? So how the fuck you do any programs, like first step programs, to even bring your points down, to even get out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you supposed to end up doing your whole bid. You dig what I'm saying? Because you ain't had the opportunity to do no programs because you wasn't in federal custody. You was in federal custody, but you was like in the holdovers.
So, case number?
Yeah.
118 MJ371
And what it say on the bottom of it?
on the seal.
On the what?
On the seal.
On the what?
On the seal, bro.
Okay then. All right then. So that means your shit sealed. You feel me? Then we gonna go to the indictment. See, what niggas don't be knowing, I been to the feds some years. You did what I'm saying? So like, I know what to go look for and shit, nigga. I know the language. I know everything. I been in that bitch 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I been in the cell with niggas that got life without parole, nigga. Nigga, they motherfucking shit say deceased. Like, yeah, they told me, showed me the ropes, the scropes, the folks, everything, how to do it and when to do it. I want to show y'all, like, bruh shit is redacted, bro. The word redacted, right here, my nigga. Right here, my nigga. You see that right there, the top one? Say that date.
Tuesday, April 17, 2018.
Okay. And what's the name? What did she say?
Redacted. Goddamn, what is the word gonna fuck me up right here?
Redacted, right?
Magistrate
Right.
complaint.
We finna ask Chat GPT where redacted means. Alright. You read that for me. See, this is shit that he wasn't telling Jay to do is read and look at shit because he trying to manipulate the conversation in the interview. Nigga, you was a damn fool. You ain't about to stun you, nigga.
What does redacted mean? Redacted means that certain information has been edited, censored, or absurd, usually for privacy, security, or confidentiality reasons. You often see it in legal documents, government reports, or classified information where sensitive details are blackened out or removed.
Blackened out and removed.
Yeah.
That's why I said, y'all gonna look at that motherfucking World Star Hip Hop the first day out. I said, everybody paperwork official, yours blacked out. You see it say redacted, they redacted it. His indictment right there, April the 17th, 2018. They got jammed up. That's when they got jammed up, a couple days before. That's when the indictment got sealed. Redacted, they blacked that shit out off the flap. Now, if you look at my indictment, when my shit first came out, you ain't finna see that. You feel me? Like this the shit, these your license in the feds, in the USP especially. They have to see your license. You know what I'm saying? This is your license to walk the yard.
Yeah, he only got one. This old girl.
This old girl.
Female.
Just a female, right? Alright. They paperwork, you know what I'm saying? To see if they official before we have to run them up or not. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so I used to check the paperwork in the feds and shit for my car. You told, bro, you made a profit. You can't have a profit in your paperwork. I don't give a fuck if you said you was trying to trick the feds. You can't have a profit. He can't never go fed again. Just by him having a profit, he can't run it. I was trying to trick the feds. To them guys, they ain't in that shit. You got profit in your shit. You hot.
He just about a firearm in this motherfucker.
Milk.
Felon in possession of a firearm. But your name spelled Randell.
Most definitely. Definitely it's the most. You pull this case up on paper, what does it say at the top? No way.
No results found.
Alright, because his shit sealed. Show that ain't nobody tell on him but that motherfucking his tour bus driver, my nigga.
Yeah.
His tour bus driver, my nigga, told on him, bro. And on page 12, that he kept trying to get the people to see. I don't know why you want them people to go to page 12. Page 12 sounds worse than page 8. Fuck,
So what's on page 12?
I'm finna show you what's on page 12, bro. Page 12 sound worse than page 8. You keep trying to go to page 12. Like page 12 finna say you. Now what it is, you trying to manipulate the words that said in page 12. But I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna put a stop it, I'm gonna seize the manipulation. Cause he very good at that. It says right here, right? Let me see. It says just start with a period come in at. But at the butt, Mr. Davis.
At the butt, Mr. Davis?
Yeah, cause the other shit just picking up off the last page.
But Mr. Davis is discussing the entire marijuana trafficking issue, all the flights taken, the pilots knowing about it, and then he's the supplier, which we now know, according to the government, is Mr. Josh's, maybe Joshua himself. When I say it's Josh's partner, his business partner, Mr. Navy Jones.
No different.
And Mr. Joshua refused that. And what that really does, Your Honor, is that's really part of our argument of prejudice that the combustion of the engine and exploding. Because now Mr. Davis is early. We're going to lay out the timeline for his honorable court. He is cooperating.
He is what?
He is is cooperating. He is
Cooperating.
It's fucking me up more. I'm saying he is cooperating against heroin, methamphetamine. He knows about shrooms and the marijuana, but the government doesn't have. He's not answering the questions, and we believe that we're going to prove that was fatal to his cooperation, and the government used this time to get information not only against Mr. Davis, but against Mr. Josh. And we're dragging Mr. Josh along and Mr. Davis in violation of the Sixth Amendment right for these next 120 days. And now it's 2 years later, and Mr. Davis can't cooperate against anybody. Everybody in the case has been revealed.
Yeah, he can't cooperate with nobody because now he ain't already revealed. You know, like he didn't say, like he said something, but it's the thing. He didn't tell in a reasonable amount of time. You dig what I'm saying? So in the midst of him trying to drag along the people, giving them bits and pieces of information about the hell run, about the mail run, about shoot and stuff like that. In the midst, they still investigate to the point while you trying to finesse them, they finesse you. They got all this shit up out of you. You dig what I'm saying? Now they don't need you no more because you and I already gave them just a taste of the cake. Now they know what kind of cake it is. Now they finna really go motherfucking find this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the other niggas that was on the cases and other people, you dig what I'm saying? They gonna fuck these people up. Man, ain't nowhere in the fuck you supposed to give them people your phone. Ain't nowhere in the hell, my nigga, you supposed to even say nothing about nobody. I don't give a fuck if you going in that bitch trying to trick these people or nothing, man. Like, you know what it is, you know what it ain't. You dig this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I copped out in 6 months, cause guess what I knew, bro? I knew I got caught with that gun. I knew I was finna go to prison one day, cause I was the life that I was living. And I was ready to take that shit to the chin, however, whatever, my nigga. All that, trying to get people to sign petitions. Everybody know, man, that nigga was falling out fainting. He was fainting, not fainting. You know, I'm kind of country, you know what I mean? Like, he fainting, like falling out in that bitch, cause he going through something and shit in the jails and shit. Niggas saying they in there faint, falling out and shit because he can't take this shit. He getting people to sign petitions. They out there all in the thing to my free him and all shit with petition posters and shit. He getting people on the internet to sign petitions and shit. Nigga, take that shit to the chin, nigga. Like John Doe said, nigga, he told to tell you, nigga, you was tripping. You said it was just on weed. If it was just on weed, why you told? Why the fuck you made it juicy? Like, I had to make it juicy for him. That nigga said, I had to make it juicy for him. What the fuck you had to make juicy, nigga? Man, like, what the fuck you had to make juicy like a nigga? You tripping like, nigga, I ain't making that juice for no motherfucking police, nigga. Nigga ain't sitting down with them folks, man. I'm playing deaf, dumb, blind, and crazy, man.
I've been saying for about a year now that Ralo told on Manu Jones. I got a video showing y'all that Ralo told on Manu Jones. Now, when Ralo does these interviews, he never wants to talk about the real issue. Everybody know you lied to the feds, Ralo. Nobody is confused on that. Everybody knows that. But the big issue, and when the snitching comes into play, is when Ralo decided to hand over his phone to the federal government. Now, Doonki Wild brought something new to the equation. I didn't know he got all the rest of them guys locked up. Like, I knew about the pilots. I knew the pilots got fired. I knew Ash Josh got disbarred. I knew about Manu Jones. I ain't know nothing about Sean. I don't know nothing about these Mexicans. But I know Ralo giving his phone up caused mega damage. And what happened was, when he gave these people his phone and let them view it in the presence of him, I think Ralo thought it just was going to stop there. But it's similar to when you let the police search your car. Like, you can't give people, the police or law enforcement, a consent to search and then go to court and say it was an unlawful search when you opened the door for it. So what happened was, after they looked at this phone in front of Ralo, I think they seen something they can build on. And they got a warrant for the phone. And then they extracted all the information out of the phone and found out a slew of evidence. Now, years later, you got Ralo trying to come back into court and trying to give more information. But guess what, right, y'all? They already had it. And they already had it because they went through the phone. They extracted the information. They locked up Manu Jones. Ash Joshua got this bar because they found out that he may be complicit. And who else knows what happened? But this is the real issue. And this is the reason why people is calling Ralo a rat. And you can't go to DJ Academics to prove otherwise. Because these activists don't know what the fuck he talking about. Yo, there's a few credible guys that you can go to if you want to, clear your name. But what happens is when you know your name muddy, you don't want to go to these guys because these guys going to see through the bullshit and they ain't taking payment. You understand what I'm saying? So salute to everybody that's doing real work. Salute to my man Byron Blake. Salute the Stories with V. Salute the Ralo podcast. Salute to all the guys that's doing great work and they ain't dibbling dabbling nonsense to push a certain narrative. They're just sticking to the truth. And there's some other guys out there. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. I just wanted to get this out there, yo, because, like I said, I wasn't going to watch the video because I knew it was going to make me feel some type of way. But once I went to the comments, I'm just like, yo, these people still don't get it. Ralo just can't take what he did. They said that a coward dies 1,000 deaths. And I think this is why we are saying Ralo go on interview at the interview at the interview. Ralo's going to be explaining himself for the next 10 years. But he would sleep much more comfortable at night if he just realized and take accountability for what he did. You gave your phone up to the feds, Ralo. Your phone got people arrested, Ralo. Your phone got as Joshua disbarred, Ralo. That classifies you as a rat, Ralo. And I don't think Doonki Wild told on anybody. Because Doonki Wild handled this situation exactly how he was supposed to handle it. He went up there and sat down with Shorty, paperwork in hand. In hand. Gave him everything that he needed to look at. Now, I don't know, Shorty background, I think his name Ty. I don't know his background, but he read the paperwork. I understood it. But let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. It's another day. Keep it G News, and I'm out.